morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. And I am here with Miss Maya. I was trying to catch her because she was chasing the keepers that were going by and putting down lockouts for breakfast time, and she's been playing with her ball, and it was so adorable. And then, of course, the moment I get the camera all fired up, now all she wants to do is follow me. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Nor. This is Maya Cougar. Good morning, Lee. Yeah. What are you doing? She's checking out Beecher across the way. Good morning, Kathy. Hello, Pauline. She is just having the greatest time on Funcation. Aren't you? If any of you are new to us, Funcation is a 22,000 square foot enclosure that the lesser cats, so leopards and smaller, get to come out for 2 weeks at a time. You being so cute. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Sonia. Hello, Cynthia. It's Miss Maya. Good morning, Melissa. Hello, Chris. I know. Yeah, thank you for sharing this, Kim. I figured, didn't really know who I was gonna go see this morning, other than I thought about seeing Seth. We haven't seen him up close lately, and maybe checking in with Hoover. Nabisco's doing well. He's very rambunctious now that he's back outside, back to climbing the walls and jumping off platforms and being wild. Good morning, Mary. Mirza, I'm not sure if that's Beecher or Hutch. It's very faint. It could actually be somebody different. Thank you, Joanna, for your donation. Good morning, Susan. I do hear Armani. That was Armani Leopard calling. Might be able to walk over to Armani real quick as well. Stephen, we've just been getting a lot of rain this year. It's just been a rainmaker year so far. Lots of torrential downpours, and it always seems to happen right around 3 o'clock for our tours, so. But it's typical Florida fashion. It comes out of nowhere, it rains really hard, and then it's gone before you even know it. Good morning, Pam. I was watching Maya be so adorable this morning, chasing everybody and playing with her toys. And now all she wants to do is sit here and groom next to me. Thank you, Sonia, for your donation. We really appreciate it when you guys share these feeds or you donate. You're really helping us support these cats. Yep, that was Armani sawing. I saw a question about Alpha. I haven't had an update. I think you guys, most of you saw the update from yesterday. We're watching her very closely. Good morning, Mama Becky. We were hanging out with Miss Maya, and then she decided to start grooming instead of being adorable like she was earlier. Hi. Let's walk over and say hi to Miss Armani. Yeah, like I said, I have not been up front to food prep yet. I usually get a lot of my information and briefings from Catherine, but I was driving by on my way up there. Thank you, Tamara, for your donation. And Maya was just being so cute. I stopped and tried to fire up the live feed, and then she quit. So now we're just in it. So I don't have that info yet. But you know Carol, she will definitely update you. Oh, see, now she's interested. She's like, but where are you going? Maybe if I stop paying attention to her. She just spotted Sundari. That was that stalking look. Hi, Armani. Let's see our leopard girls. Yeah. Hi, lady. Yeah. Oh. Good morning. She's a female leopard that lives here at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. She's very, very talkative, and I can see Maya again over there. Miss Lady. Yeah. Armani turned 21 this year, a few months ago. We had a similar little birthday party for her like we did Matt Cougar over the weekend. She got a meat cake and some enrichment, and everybody sang to her. She looks pretty darn good for her age. You being so noisy this morning. Yeah, unfortunately I never got to know Chitaro. I know that Chitaro and Catherine had a pretty deep bond. It was very, very sad for her when she lost him. I was here on property with him, but I was a red shirt, and he was never really in a good position for me to see him. Hey Linda, I've got your girl here. Miss Armani's been sawing and talking to her neighbor Maya. I can pan around and show you Miss Maya, who's now stalking an intern carrying a water jug. She's been so playful since we put her in funcation. There she goes. Now you can hear Beecher. Because Beecher sees the intern. I believe that's Dylan. Dylan's a level 2 intern that just came back. What you doing, beautiful? Oh, I know. Good morning, Jessica. We are just chatting with Miss Armani. Yeah, so chatty. So chatty. I know. So much to say. Should we go say hi to your neighbor too? Yeah, I agree, Mirza. The sounds of the sanctuary are pretty amazing. Between the birds, we have a lot of chatty squirrels, all of the cat noises. Sometimes I just open the Explore cameras and don't even watch them, I just listen. I know. Tamara, that's a great question. So we do an intern program here. Our interns come and live on property for 3 months at a time. And each internship is 3 months. So that means that by the time Dylan were to be leaving, if he were to leave after level 2, he'll have been here for 6 months. So each level is basically a 3-month period of time. He left for, I believe, a couple weeks and then came back. We're always looking for interns as well as volunteers, and you can learn all that information at bigcatrescue.org/get-involved. Good morning, Hildy. Thank you for sharing this. Anytime you guys share these live feeds, or really anything we post, it does alert Facebook that something interesting is happening and they should promote it. And that will open it up to new people that we might not reach otherwise. So thank you guys for doing that. I know, lady, it's breakfast time. All right, so this was our Armani leopard. Let's walk over and see Sundari leopard. Yeah, Lee, I definitely love the sounds of the sanctuary. You guys can actually access all of our cameras that we have on property if you go to bigcatcams.com. Here's Miss Sundari, also watching the action. Another intern going by. Hi, lady. Oh. This is Sundari. I believe she's 22 or possibly older than that now. I think 22. You can learn about all of our cats at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. And it's always going to have their birth date, their rescue date. Thank you, Carmen, for your donation. Good morning, Liz. Yeah, Sundari's very silly. Oh yeah, if you're talking about any bags that you see hanging on trees, yeah, those are fly traps. We don't like the cats to have to deal with stuff like that, but they are outside. lady. Yeah, Afton's nickname for her was Sunny Side Up, because she always flips over. You coming down? Oh, big stretches. Big stretches. Take it slow. There we go. Chris, yeah, the cats here do chase squirrels, lizards, frogs, but usually it's the smaller cats that do that. The bigger cats, I think, realize that that's a lot of energy to expel for not a lot of reward, so they typically don't. Hi, sweet girl. Sunny's kind of funny because she does seem like she really wants the attention, and she's always rolling around and being adorable, but she's actually the one that's the most growly when you're feeding. She gets very hissy when you're doing operant. It's almost breakfast time, right? So all the keepers have already come out this morning and done the lockouts and separating of cats. So any cats that share space with another get separated for feeding. We don't ever want to make them feel like they have to compete for food. And with lockouts, pretty much cougars and larger, no matter what the cat is, we close the lockout for safety, so the keepers can get the food in, not have to worry about anything. Sweet girl. I think this means we're gonna have to go say hi to Beecher. All right, gotta go back to the gate. You wanna walk with us? Nope, back up on my platform. False alarm. That wasn't someone bringing food. Paul, yeah, we're in Florida, so there are snakes. We usually just get kind of the harmless black racers. That's what we see most of. All right, I'm gonna keep walking. Bye, lady. Yep, we're gonna go see Beach Boy right now. That's the one you can hear calling in the background. All right, sweet girl. All right, so that was Sundari. We did say hello to Armani earlier. If you guys are just joining, we actually started with Maya, who's out in funcation. She's stalking me. I'm gonna keep walking, but I'm gonna try to pan the camera. She's just having a blast out there. She'll have been out there a week tomorrow, and has been having a great time. Hey, Sharon. Just checking in with Miss Maya, who is being adorable again this morning. All right, let's go see Beecher, who's been yelling at me since I parked my cart next to him. Thank you, Danielle, for your donation. Here's that beach boy eating his grass like every morning. He really goes to town on it too. Thank you, Peter, for your donation. Wow, you guys are just 7 of you already today. That's just wonderful. Thank you very much. This is Beecher. What are you doing? Beach boy. Beach boy. This is typical morning routine for Beecher. Beecher is a Savannah cat. Healthy guy. He loves his salad. What are you doing? Yeah, he just wanted me to come sit with him while he eats grass. What are you doing? All that yelling for this? Well, follow him. And I was hoping we'll actually run up, since I have a golf cart, we'll run up and try to see Hoover and Seth. Actually, Beecher doesn't really vomit up grass. I know that's like your typical thought, is that, you know, they have a bellyache when they're eating grass, but I think that happens more in dogs than anything. I mean, we don't find it for him a lot. I know, like, domestic cats at home, when you grow grass in your house, I mean, I don't know, my cat's pukey regardless, but... Oh, I hear your neighbor. And I see your other neighbor, so that's Cyrus back there behind him. And this is Hutch. Hutch, what are you doing? Hi, sir. Hey, are you trying to get his attention? Thank you, Sherry, for your donation. This is Hutch, and he is a serval, an African serval. Got Beecher behind him. Let's see if I can get them both in there. I know, you guys are so silly. It's always a competition. Who can be the loudest? Let's do this. Maybe you can see them both. So you can see Beecher is a little bit skinnier, darker color. His patterns are a little different. He's beautiful. His owner paid at least $10,000 for him. He is a Savannah cat. But this here is Hutch. Hutch does have a curly tail. Cricket serval also has a curly tail that we've deemed because of a really bad diet. Her owner was a vegan and thought she should be too. So she grew up on broccoli and things that weren't great for a cat that's a carnivore. So I'm wondering if it's not a nutritional issue from him being in captivity as well. Oh goodness. Got Beecher and Hutch trying to form a band. I know. Thank you, Sarah, for your donation. Hutch, you got a donation with all that talking. I know. So goofy. I know. You're just... At least the good thing about them rubbing on the wire like that is it kind of acts like a nice little hairbrush for them, because you can see all the hair that's coming off of him. That'll keep him from matting. Danielle, we are always looking for volunteers. All the animal care here is done by volunteers. Any paid staff that is here, it is more clerical or financial or behind the scenes. There it goes, Hutch. A lot of sitting behind a desk. But internships and volunteers are how you actually work with the animals. Beach. Yep, Beecher is on a full raw meat diet. Amber, we do have paid staff. I believe there's less than 15 people. That's with all the animal care being done by volunteers. We're able to actually take the donations and the profits from like our online store and gift shop to all take care of the cats. So it's 100% nonprofit. Hi. So it's always a nice thing to know that your donations really are going straight to the cats and not paying someone's salary. Beach. Hello, Sonia. Yeah, if you're interested in volunteering or internships, go to bigcatrescue.org/get-involved. Maybe I can come around this side. Let's see. You gonna move? You'll be very pretty up there in this light. It's Armani calling again. Becky, that's a great question. We are real close to Frosty, so let me walk over and see him. Awfully pretty up there, Beach. One more cute little shot of this fella. Hi, Hutch. Yeah, I know. You always have so much to say. Let's walk over and check on Frosty. Oh, he's up checking out Ginger over there. Hi, Frosty. I don't want to startle him, so I try to be loud as I'm approaching him. Oh, there you go. Hi, sir. Hi, Frost. He's looking pretty good. He gave us a little bit of a scare a couple weeks ago, spent some time in the hospital. He's one of our oldest cats on property, if not the oldest. In his early 20s. Where you going? You just on a move? That's good. Gotta get that exercise. Of course, it makes it really hard for me to show them to you when they're moving around so much. That's a good boy. You guys are just joining. This is Frosty Serval. He lives here at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. You can learn all about him and his story at bigcatrescue.org/Frosty. He's more of a white-footed serval, you can see. He's got really white belly and feet. How much does it cost to feed the cats? Well, it definitely depends on the species and the individual cat itself, because a tiger like Hoover, who's pretty picky compared to a tiger like Kali, who can eat 12 pounds in a day. Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for that. You're just being blasted by the sunlight. Yeah, but I will say that it can cost $10,000 a year to feed one tiger. Hi. Yeah, there's all different kinds of ways for you guys to just donate in general. You can go to bigcatrescue.org/donate. There's also a wish list on Amazon where you can buy snacks and different things for the keepers. They update that. Kitten Karma posts things for the Kitten Cabana, Afton for enrichment, but I think they're pretty good in those departments right now. Figured we can't walk all the way over here and not show you Ginger. Ginger! Hi, lady! Ginger's not my biggest fan. Hi! And I don't have her food, so I'm not gonna be that exciting. Ginger's like a perfect serval. Morning, Barb. Look how perfect you are. Let's see. Try to get you in the frame here. Beautiful. Good morning, Lynn. This is Ginger Serval. I mentioned earlier you can always find out about all of our cats at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. It'll give you birth dates, rescue dates, the story behind them. Yeah, I just think she's such a perfect example of a serval. Good weight, her markings are gorgeous. You gonna be playful? She's also an excellent hunter. An excellent hunter. playful. So I think I saw some questions about Alpha, and I mentioned earlier I do not have an update on that. And as far as Hoover goes, I posted a little update in the Facebook group yesterday and a comment just saying that he is eating. He's just eating little amounts. You're gonna make me chase you around that tree, aren't ya? All right. They did install a new feeding block in Hoover's enclosure so that when he's out in the big open air section near the lake, they can get his attention, drop some food on the plate, and then go away and give him some alone time and see if he'll come over and eat. And he has started eating a little bit better if we just drop the food and completely go away. We never like doing that because bugs and rodents and things like that can cause stress. Here's Frosty again. Oh, I know. I know. Look at that little tongue. But we gotta do what we gotta do for Hoover and what he feels comfortable in. It's not the first time he's done this. He's hunger striked from the day he arrived. But he goes through phases. Like a week ago, he was eating up to 10 pounds a day. So no need to panic. We're just doing what we gotta do to make him happy and comfortable. He did get trapped in transport again, and all of you have been following Hoover from the beginning. He had a lot of medical procedures he had to go through in the beginning, so I cannot blame him for not having a lot of trust. All right, Frosty's like, oh, I'm gonna keep making you chase me. So let's head back to my cart. Yeah, I think Frosty has one of the cutest little hisses. So we'll walk back by Mr. Hutch. I know, Beach Boy. So let's head up front and we'll probably wrap this feed up with hopefully Hoover and Seth. Irma, you can learn all about Hoover at bigcatrescue.org/Hoover to know his birth date and everything. Yeah, I don't have an update on Alpha yet, and I don't know if Hoover cooperated yet this morning or not, but Hoover's on a 24/7 camera that even has night vision. So you guys can go to bigcatcams.com and you'll be able to see him and all his crazy antics there. Just so you guys know, when you tune in late, I've probably answered 90% of these questions already, so if I don't answer them again, just make sure you go back, and that's Zimba right there. Make sure you go back and rewatch these. They post automatically on our Facebook page, and they also post on our Wildcat Walkabout show channel. Every single video posts there, so including Carol's daily updates. Drive up front and see if we can check out Hoover. Looks like the Kit and Cabana are getting some new couches, new trees for the kittens. So we'll leave the cart here. Oh, he's in that back corner, so you guys won't get a very good shot from me. But if you go to the Explore camera, you'll be able to see him for sure. Naomi, there's probably multiple different kinds of fish in the lake. To be honest, I don't know if they so much bother him as sometimes I just think Seth has a really silly imagination. Thank you, Cookie, for your donation. Yeah. So you can see they have dropped food for Hoover, so he's got a plate and a water bowl, but he is in that back corner there, so I'm not going to be able to get you a very good shot of him. I also feel like my stabilizer is kind of going downhill here. Everything feels sideways, so. So let's take a little walk around the corner, see if we can see Seth. Looks like Seth might be eating breakfast, so if that's the case, I don't want to distract him. Yeah, I've had several keepers say that it seems like Hoover is channeling TJ because he's hiding in the same spots. Yep, it looks like Sue is feeding Seth. Sue Reed's one of our master keepers. Looks like he carried off a piece of food. So we're gonna hang back a little bit, let him eat. Yeah, sometimes I think it might be more of a stick than it is fish, because none of the other cats seem to have that issue. Thank you, Amanda, for your donation. I'm just hanging back because if he wants to continue to eat, I don't want to distract him from that. Looks like he might be done, though. Are you done? Here at the tail end of Seth eating breakfast. His plate actually looks pretty clean over there. He just carried his last piece away so he could groom. Seth Tiger is our largest male tiger here. You can learn about him at bigcatrescue.org/Seth. Also watch him 24/7 on the Explore camera. Hey. You missed Cam and Boo yesterday. I try not to do all the same cats every single day. Try to show you guys cats you aren't going to see a lot of the time if they're not a meds cat or they're just not very active unless it's breakfast. But if you're just joining, because this will be the last cat that we see today, we did start out with Maya Cougar on Funcation. We saw Armani and Sundari. We saw Beecher and Hutch. Hi! And then Cyrus made a little cameo in the background. We also saw Frosty and Ginger. And then we came up front. We were going to check in on Hoover, but he's not in a very good spot, so we came over to Seth. Mirza, I hope to do an Instagram live today. A lot of times it just depends on if I can find a cat that is close enough for me to get a shot of them, but not very active where I have to chase them around because I can't use a stabilizer for Instagram. We also have our staff meeting on Wednesdays, so I have a few things I've got to get done before that. Yep, big cats spend a lot of time grooming because they don't want predators to be able to detect that they've just had a meal. And Marie, there is no set time. We go live when we can. I try to go live every morning that I'm here, but sometimes I'm actually needed as a volunteer, so I don't get started till later. It's starting to get a little bit, it stays kind of dark a little bit later already, so I can't get it started as early as I used to. But every day is different, and sometimes we go live in the evenings or midday. It really just depends on what's happening. It's always based on the needs of the cat in the sanctuary, but if you miss it live, it's not a big deal. I used to actually hold on to lives. I would just let a few of them add up, and then I'd sit back and watch them because they all post right on our Facebook page. give me like a couple hours worth of entertainment. This is nice because a lot of times I'll come over to Seth and he just wants to chase me or stalk me, so this has been good that I can just hang with him for a minute. Pat, they go on vacations for 2 weeks at a time, so Maya still has another week. Awesome. Yeah, I don't do much with the Snapchat. Instagram is a little bit more my speed, so Instagram's almost completely me at this point. We do try to include other keepers' photos when they send them to us, but for the most part, and we're doing a lot more stories. Yep, you can always set your notifications on Facebook to alert you when we go live. Definitely find us on Instagram. Lisa, this is Seth Tiger at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of Snapchat. I think it's just something, I don't know, maybe it's a generational gap for me, but I don't like it. I love Instagram, but not a fan of Snapchat. As far as who goes next after Maya, that we discuss actually usually the day before the cat moves. So I won't know until maybe sometime next week, and even then, if the cats don't want to go, there's always a plan B. Thank you, Judy. Thanks for joining us. We've been live for a little bit. We saw Maya Cougar as well as quite a few of our servals and Beecher. And we came over to see Seth. Yeah, our cat moves are almost always on Thursday unless there's some other reason why not. Don't start being sneaky, sir. So if I missed any of your questions at all, I'll try to reach out to you in the comments. When I'm filming these guys, I'm usually watching them and not what's on the screen. He's just watching some of our interns walk by. Here's a, let's see, trying to read some of them. Yeah. And sometimes the cats that go on vacation and funcation go because we need to get into their enclosure for maintenance or mowing grass or things like that. So it does shift around. We don't always hold it to an exact schedule. Are you being silly? Yeah, we believe Seth's the largest tiger, but he's not the largest cat. Nikita's the largest cat. She's our lioness. Yeah. Yeah, I may get into Snapchat at some point just to build it up for the cat's sake, but for me personally, Instagram's been where I've poured most of my attention, as well as our Amazon store, amazon.com/bigcatrescue. Hi. Alright, you guys. I hate to go away when he's being this cute, but I know his keepers need to shift him back out of the feeding area so they can pick up any scraps that he might have left. So thank you guys for joining. Please make sure that you rewatch if you're just now joining us. You see some cougars and some servals, some beecher, some leopards. I think we've bored him to death. Did we bore you? Did we bore you? There's a pretty picture for you guys. All right, everybody. Well, thank you to everybody who donated. That's really, really wonderful. Everyone who shared this and helped me answer questions. Oh, he's so sweet. All right, well, thank you guys so much, and I will be seeing you again soon. Take care.